But Sean McDermott told us that health is the priority today, and because of that, we don't expect to see a lot of the Bills starters.
And I agree with that. And I think today is an opportunity for some of their young. It's been a tough decision for McDermott. So many different things and people to please, especially with all the emotion that's going to be going on with this one being the last one potentially in the stadium.
For the Jets, it's been a long season. It comes to an end today with Brady Cook.
That he has to lay down for the Buffalo Bills in their playoff march.
The Jets won the toss, and they will defer. So Buffalo will get the football to begin this Week 18. And right here, right now, Davis tracks it down in the end zone. And we check in with A.J. Ross.
Andrew, you touched on it. Whether or not to play his starters and just how much was a question Sean McDermott really wrestled with this week as he prioritized guys' health, milestones, and of course, the fans here at Highmark who are closing out a memorable chapter. Josh Allen has a current streak of 121 consecutive starts. James Cook is on the cusp.
Games. I think the question is, will this be his only snap of the ball game?
Don't blink.
Here is James Cook, adding to his rushing total, and a good start for the Bills. And just is exactly what happened a year ago in Week 18 when Allen took the first snap in New England, extended his consecutive start streak, which is the longest active streak by a quarterback and the 9th longest. Picked up 10 on first down. And they go back to Cook again, and he plows forward. Now, the interesting thing about James Cook is that Jonathan Taylor, who began the day second behind Cook in rush yards.
And the lead is padded a little bit. And now what they're counting on, the Pittsburgh Steelers defense to take care of business for them so Derrick Henry doesn't go crazy.
Trubisky moving the pocket and throws. It's complete for a first down. Pick up for Dawson Knox. He needs 7 yards receiving for a $100,000 incentive.
So we have the last game potentially at this stadium. We have James Cook going out to possibly be the leading rusher.
Guess what? They just changed it to 7 yards. How about that? Cha-ching for Dawson Knox. Trubisky, and that pass is caught by a man a lot of people did not expect to play today, and that's Dalton Kincaid. A left knee injury.
45 yards in the last 4 games that he's played. In each one of those games, they need him at top speed for the playoffs. And this offense didn't function very well against Philadelphia. So it doesn't matter who's out there. They need to see this offense move the ball today.
Here's Ray Davis on the carry, and he takes it to midfield. It does seem like there's a purpose behind this.
Absolutely, and that's what this game is about, because all of these things are fine-tuning this offense to get ready to try to make the playoff push that they want to.
They fine-tuned it for things they actually need as well. Run the football, find your tight ends.
And Ray Davis picks up the first down. This is a Jets defense today that is playing without Brandon Stevens.
Took over from Steve Wilks after that Jacksonville game, and he's had to do so with a lot of the guys in the secondary being out. They lost guys due to a trade, to 2 trades on the defensive side of the ball with Quentin Williams and Sauce Gardner. But
back to Davis on the ground. And Ray Davis finds some space. A first down run as Malachi Moore pushes him out of bounds. But Davis runs.
And just staying in front of him and letting the back cut in the direction that is right for him. Right or left, whichever side is open, as we look at Chris Harris, the interim defensive coordinator, trying to find a way to slow down these Buffalo Bills.
O'Cyrus Torrence is the only regular starting offensive lineman who is starting today for Buffalo as Davis breaks free. Moore and Sherwood again combine
their yardage. But it helps when the opening script marries up with what you need to get done as a team. Running the football, finding your tight ends again in the offense, and here in the early going, we're seeing that.
And not only that, the Jets are 27th. They want to make sure those guys aren't getting beat, but they're going to have to get closer and closer to the line of scrimmage.
I think they heard you on that. You see all the people near the line of scrimmage.
That was Ty Johnson on the carry, the former
1-seed or the 2.
See Deion Dawkins on the sideline. He is inactive today for the Bills. As they go back to Johnson on the ground, and coming up to make the hit is Jasir Taylor.
You do, and talking to Harrison Phillips, that was the one thing he said you expect that this Bills offense is going to do. When they're running the football, they want to bounce the ball out to the unblocked cornerback position. Take for the corners.
11th play of the opening drive. Trubisky looking, end zone, touchdown! Dawson Knox 2 games with a right quad injury. Knocks in the extra point. And picture perfect start for.
I'll tell you one thing, that man that couldn't break the table, they better not have let him in the stadium. need a better effort than that.
Is it like martial arts? Do you get certain degrees of table breaking or not?
I think he had a few of those blizzard brews already. As Isaiah Williams. Series premiere Sunday, March 1st on CBS.
By the way, you don't want to mess with Casey Dutton. I'm just going to let you know.
I'm a Casey Dutton fan.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with Casey Dutton.
1 touchdown, 7 interceptions so far for the undrafted rookie out of Missouri. And I mentioned no Breece Hall or Isaiah Davis today. Both are out with injuries. Kene Wangu starts at running back, and he takes the handoff here. And Wangu with a nice
out there. But the starting offensive line is, and this is a better starting offensive line than they probably get credit for. The bookend tackles are going to be excellent for the next decade. The inside.
Back to Wangu on 2nd down. And the Bills were ready for him this time. One of the first to get in there was Dorian Williams again.
Deion Walker, TJ Sanders, the 2 guys on the inside. It's an opportunity for them to continue to grow. They haven't played in any playoff games yet, so this is a huge opportunity down the stretch to be able to make plays.
We have our first penalty marker today.
Well, when you have people going in and out of the lineup, guys playing for the first time, maybe even switching positions and taking different roles, personnel becomes a bigger factor for you. You have to know what you're calling. That looked very amateurish, and that's not what they want to see.
That makes it 3rd down and 10. Cook, high pass, incomplete. Was looking for Isaiah Williams, and it's a 3 and out for the Jets on offense.
And Joe.
Now, Khalil Shakir is active but not expected to play today, so Keon Coleman is back deep to return the punt. He returned 1 punt this year. He watches this one bounce at the 30. Drive number 2 for the Bills with Trubisky at quarterback. Over the middle, wide open, Dalton Kincaid into Jets territory and wrestled out of bounds. Off the field. He is so important for the Bills if they're going to make a long playoff run.
And as you talk about that, he's the vertical threat. We've seen so much of Shakir when the ball is in his hands, being able to get yards after the catch.
Kincaid will get it downfield. We were here for the New Orleans game when Kincaid broke one open with a big play down the field to finally win the game for Buffalo.
So Tylan Grable is the injured Buffalo Bill. He started at left tackle and play if Grable is not able to return to the game.
Well, and that's tough on those guys who think they've got the day off. Somehow you've got to keep your brain and keep your mind involved in it just in case something like this happens.
New Era Field, Bills Stadium, and now Highmark Stadium, which will also be the name at the new place across the street. 2nd down and 7. Trubisky fires, and it's incomplete. Intended for Keith, but still without one.
Sometimes you get a little help when you're trying to make that type of a play, and the help here was that Keon Coleman was moving to his left from left to right. And that ball was back.
Brown is in at right tackle. Grable being looked at on the sideline for 3rd down and 7. Trubisky throws. It is caught. And Gabe Davis is going to be stopped short of a 1st down. It'll be 4th and short for the Bills
here early in the game.
Ty Johnson, the running back. 4th down and 1. Johnson right up the middle. And it looks like he's going to be short.
I want to see a few more gadget plays before long to try and get the ball to people in open space.
Hand off to Wangu, and he is stuffed in the backfield by Joe Andreessen.
That with Trey White, the corner, cleaning it up.
He grew up coming to games in this stadium as a kid, now playing in what is possibly the final game. Wangu again on the ground, and that'll bring up.
What are the options for them to try to get this offense started?
I think exactly what you're talking about. Adonai Mitchell, John Mechie, number 3. You want to find ways to get the ball to these guys in space. Jet sweeps, quick swings, quick checks to them. Anything like
3rd down and 6. Cook fires to the outside, incomplete. Looking for Mitchell, and that's Trey White dancing on the sideline. He had the coverage for the Bills.
Percentage of snaps this year, that's a cool 1 million.
He started the day at 69%, which might explain why he's still out there a lot in the first half. Coleman with the fair catch for Buffalo. 3-0. Well, a lot at stake here for the Jets today with a look at the NFL draft, and the Giants win against Dallas certainly opened the door for the Jets to move up to
Not see it there, but there's a plan that we have. It's going to take shape. Please don't drop the rope, as he likes to say. Hang on and have faith. And you guys know what faith is, right?
With Breece Hall inactive today, I have to wonder if he's maybe played his final game as a Jet. They could franchise tag him. Did rush for 1,000 yards this year, the first Jet to do that since Chris Ivory in 2015. Second down and 5 for Trubisky. Swings one to Davis. Davis puts on a nice move, and down the sideline he goes. Pushed out by Smith, but right
on the deck right there. Davis makes him miss, traverses down the sidelines for additional yardage, and Buffalo's got another first down.
Trubisky appearing in his 4th game of the season. And looking deep down the field, he's got Kincaid. Dalton.